0, 1. Let's get started.
My name's John, and yeah, you're watching Fun Times, Good Memories. I knew this day was going to come, but I've damaged the tyre. Right there, completely ripped it to shreds. I mean, I was asking a lot out of the car, so yeah. Gonna have to get a new tyre on that one. Probably can't go off-road anytime soon. Might even get some off-road tyres for the front, and then for the rear I'll do it next paycheck. But yeah, if I got enough battery, I'll film how to take the tyre off and whatnot. But yeah, that was stupid, really, to be honest. I'm not sure how you can see this, but that's like a meter from there to there. From there to there is about a meter, like drop meter. That was really stupid, but proves that the car can do it. I reckon if it had tyres, it wouldn't have popped the tyre, but yeah, it was pretty stupid. I reckon I had some wheels up in the air, but you know what? If you have a off-roader, that's sort of what you do. But yeah, I mean, most people with a RAV4, even a normal full drive, probably wouldn't have done what I just did then. But yeah, anyway, I will repair this tyre and hopefully not end up in a situation like that again on this track, because I don't have another tyre. So while I'm here, I've also damaged here. And how I've damaged there is, it sort of won't sit anymore. At least the door closes. I've smacked there, going over the one that bumps. So yeah, probably needed the bash plate underneath there. But I knew I was going to ruin this car a little bit. But yeah, it's not what I planned. Oh, and that's now fully fallen off. That's an easy fix. I can probably even just, I'll keep it on for now. I'll put it back on. Find somewhere I can find a hole to put the front in. But yeah, I'll fix that up again and fix the tyre. Let's fix the tyre first, because that's going to be a pain in the ass to do it at night. All right, second fix of the day, we're by doing the tyre. So make sure you're doing the lip. So this section's on the lip here. So just wind that up. Yeah, probably even what it would be recommended. See these little dents here? You want that in between. Just to do on a flat ground if you can. If you're off-road like me, flattest as possible. Suggestion when you do the wheel nuts, actually leave the wheel on the ground for a little bit, because you can actually damage the gearbox by forcing it together. So you want the wheel on the ground, and then lift the car up, just to loosen it, and then lift the car up and then undo them properly when they're when it's off the ground. As you can see here, they were a little bit tight, which they should be, and yeah. Now that's all loose, go to the back and grab the spare off. Little lever in here. My suggestion is, when doing this, try this out at home before taking it off. Alright, noted, you can open the door and it'll just come off. The good news is, for me, is that the tire on here is the same as the tire on the front. This is called bush mechanics, so it is what it is. Also, I found out that you can stand on the bar, which is always handy. No, if you're 90 kilos or less. When you take tyres off the car, make sure you bend your legs and hold like that, because they're heavy, usually. Keep it close to you, bend down, do a squat. I'll now show you this. Okay, taking this tire off. Remember where your nuts are too, because if you don't, you lose them. Whew. Only 30 degrees too. It's not even that hot. These nuts, not my nuts, which are in here. I'm going to put these nuts just next to the jack, so I know where it is. Did damage the car. That comes off pretty easy because it's pretty close to the ground. Alright, let's change the tyre first. It's not bad. The tyre itself, there's a bit of scrubbing along here, which I'm not entirely sure what from. But yeah, here's what it is. Change the tyre up. Sometimes you'll get to this point and realise that the car's not up high enough, which I have a feeling is the same thing for here. And yes, I am sweating like hell because, as I said, it's warm out here. Yeah, so that doesn't, this tyre has already been pumped up. I'm actually not sure what percentage, but they don't line up, like they're too low sort of thing. So anyway, I'll leave that there. Put it over here. Some sections I'll just speed up because it's going to take too long. Now I reckon that's going to fit on easily. Right there, perfect. At the time, don't tighten them fully, because you want to have them a little bit loose, just so you can get it all fitted properly, like the wheel fitted properly, before before you tighten them up. Now before you leave to go and do the back of the car, tighten these because you'll forget. What I'll also do is I'll drop the car a little bit before I tighten them up. And don't forget to put your Toyota cap on, or whatever cap you got. If you've got a Ford or missing or whatever. Got to do all these things. Now, when you're out bush, more likely than not, you're going to not change the tyres around so they're all grippy in the right, correct sections. However, when you go back to the mechanic or whoever you go to get you a new tyre, since you've already destroyed one, like myself, my suggestion is to, from my understanding, you want the grippy tyres at the back because you're more likely to lose the back. While on the front, you're less likely to lose the front or understeer. But when you're out bush, you don't want to change 10 tyres or your 5 tyres just to get it in the right position and whatnot. So do that when you get back, but I won't be on off-road until I get a new tyre. Anyway, I'll tighten this up. Lower it a little bit so it's on the ground so you can tighten it on the ground. Do them in a star shape. Tightening them in a star shape would be the best. Just to get them on correctly. If you don't do them in star shape, there's a chance that the wheel actually won't be on correctly and it will actually move on the wheel, and you don't want that. This might be too tight, but I'd rather them at the moment too tight and have the mechanic deal with trying to get them off, then for them to come off the car while I'm driving home. Alright, so now got to do the back of the car. Remember, squat. Make sure these two are lined up with the top two. Squat, get up. There you go. Woo. Same thing as before. Tighten them. Hand tighten them first. This one's not so important, except you still don't want it falling off the car. So, especially since you can't see it or feel it when it does fall off, other than the fact that in the rear view mirror, you might see a car swerving behind you. Gotta say, these March 5s are killer. Not too tight yet, just again in a triangle fitting. Maybe one turn until you get to a tight bit like that. Again, and again. And just tighten them up. They might be a little bit too tight, but mechanics have rail guns. You don't. You don't want it too tight. It looks like this is on plastic or not strong metal, so you just want to really tight like that. And then you got to get the wheel on. Just make sure it's not going to come off. You also want to check see if this or your spare tire has one of them. It does, so don't need to change it, but yeah, always make sure the spare tire is the one that doesn't have all the goodies on it, and make sure your normal tires have all the goodies on it. Alrighty, let's put the cover on. Now remember, when you're doing the cover, put it on, but also I should actually show you. But there's like little clips, little black clips. Can you see them? Maybe not. Anyway, they slide into here, so you want to make sure you do that. Don't be concerned if you can't get them on. Because I can't get them on. My strong suggestion is try to take the cover on and off when you're not outside in the middle of nowhere. Alright, so the top you got to lift. You got to lift this up to get this over. It's now on, however, it's actually not fully on. Get this clip and clip, tighten it there, and now it won't come off. Alright, before you finish up, because that's all done, always check the wheel nuts again. Even if you've already done it and you know you've already done it, just check. Better safe than sorry. But this time just hand check. That's going off, so you want to tighten it. Yep. 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 And yep. All good. Now you can take it down. It's a lot easier taking it down, although putting it up wasn't that hard either. So now, if you have a wheel pump or tire pump, hello? Animals are scaring the shit out of me, or birds, either way. If you have a tire pump, use the tire pump to try to just see where your tires are at, because it's been on there for a while, and more likely than not, it's not to the right pressures. Anyhow, so the video camera just died. My phone ran out of battery, and it is what it is. Finished sort of fixing up the tire and whatnot, and I sort of wanted to show you that I bent the shock a fair bit as well, so the front left shock. But yeah. Thanks for watching Fun Times, Good Memories. Please like, subscribe and share. And yeah, we'll see you next time in an off-road video. Cheers.